things, but at the same time, I really feel like it's important to keep in line with the things we say we're about. And, you know, the hustling for dough and all that stuff, that's cool, you know, if that's what you do. But, you know, when we're trying to spread the message of positive, healthy relationships, I think it's important to have that. Thank you for regulating that. Like Mr. Prevention said, I am a singer, I'm a poet, I'm a speaker, I'm an aspiring, you know, mother and daughter, better daughter, and student, and all that stuff. So I'm just kind of an arts connoisseur, I guess, so to speak. I'm going to start off with a piece I wrote for a friend. Y'all don't mind if I get comfortable and sit down, right? Yeah, I got jokes. Everybody can't be 6'1". Okay. Anyway, okay, I wrote this poem for a friend who was kind of going through a lot of stuff, and I was able to see things in her. And you know how people can be overly critical of others and then never take the time for themselves to kind of look at what they have going on. And you're just kind of like, hold up, but you got issues too. So I wrote this poem for her. Okay, I'll just start it. You are wise beyond your years, yet the knowledge of long-lived fears has brought you here. And the fears of your past are fast creating a cycle that you are unlikely to recover from. And each day you become a bit more undone by what your lies and lives have created. The forlorn lovers you hated, the bastards you dated, and the way you made it out have no doubt left war scars on a heart once whole, now erratically torn apart. And for all your attempts at sanity, your vanity is created as selfishness, and all your fresh new stories of nothingness make you nothing less than a mold of all the others. You wanted no parts of your mother, yet you are her child, the wild and tameable beast behind the replica of her smile. Your style, you say, makes you different. But isn't it an odd pity that the world is still indifferent to your hopes to fit in it? Running from the dreams of your youth, your uncouth recklessness has kept you blinded from the truth. Misconstrued objectives have left you abused, confused, and neglected as you try to make sense of who you are. But you can't escape the facts. And you're still relying on that BS white girl act saying if your daddy never left you'd be okay. Knowing it's not that way, you were strategic in your rebelliousness. Older now, you're still a mess, and hope will never replace the emptiness left by your vicariousness. Oh, but now you got intelligence, and you claim your past is irrelevant, ignoring the pain, playing the game. You write shallow love poems to help you gain a pseudo-consciousness. Remembering the stories of old, you were told you were destined to be great, but still somehow always unsure of your fate, you sought refuge in uncertainty. But certainly the urgency of now has brought you face to face with what you can't erase. Haste makes waste, they say, and in this case that haste has nearly destroyed you. You got pimped by the dozens of lovers who enjoyed you, and now who's left to love you? Your desperation is metamorphosed into an exasperation for some type of salvation, and that scares you. The grace once yours you fear has been displaced by the things you chase to get a taste of false freedom, and afraid to talk to God because he might bar you from the kingdom. Now who are you? Shunned by the world and afraid of your Lord, you're still torn between life's basic principles. But right and wrong have always been simple. It's you who rest complacently in the middle and jump hastily to the side of heathendom to prove your mother wrong. But as life goes on, so does your indecision, curable now only by spiritual circumcision, and a reparation of that division in your psyche. You just might be able to salvage your life. See, contrary to popular belief, life will never be easy for someone like you, and running with crowds will have you believing their hype too. So just who do you think ordained your steps as you crept so close to the edge? Pledge after pledge after pledge. You have slept too long. And it's not your living. You've been thinking wrong, and pretending that you're strong will only leave you sinking on until it dawns on you that you're the one you're waiting on. You've drawn out stories of yesteryear's fears to peers whose derision only exacerbates your condition. And while the visionary in you keeps wishing that friendship was true and earthly love everlasting, your spiritual fasting will have killed you. So how long will you run from the God in you, whose truth is evident, grace sufficient, power magnificent, love triumphant, presence omnipotent, salvation acquiescent, wisdom omniprevalent, and his peace imminent? And of all the many lessons in life that you've learned, it was the ones from your mother that were heaven sent. And that poem is entitled Note to Self.